So Machine Gun Kelly goes on Breakfast Club and absolutely trashes Eminem and just goes in on him.
Rap Devil was executed. Kill shot was a leg shot. Rap Devil. We're talking about facts. You want to talk about man buns? Answer the facts. Disconnected art. You called me a mumble rapper? Oh my!
Yeah, that was
like.
stupid.
Can we just pour some out for this old dumbass? Like, I can't even.
Look on the floor.
Jesus,
I can't.
Hey guys, it's Marvin Raleigh. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. So we all know about this diss track situation going on between Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. And you know, obviously, first and foremost, I do believe that Eminem lyrically killed Machine Gun Kelly in his response. You know, I do feel like it was just better. There was a more of an insidious flow to it. It was more genius. You know, Eminem is known for his lyrics. I feel like he is giving Machine Gun Kelly some clout. You know, he is giving him some attention that he definitely needs.
Your boy got his knees are weak. You got to accept it. It's like, look.
At the same time, I do feel like Eminem is benefiting from this as well because his album has recently dropped, you know, and it's doing great. It's doing absolutely amazing. Apparently it's #1 for like the 18th day in a row. So it's doing great and I'm happy that he is. But we're going to talk about this particular interview where I feel like it was very biased. I do feel like certain questions were swayed and I do feel like they were avoided and weren't really asked. Because we all know Charlemagne especially goes in on certain people, and I feel like with Machine Gun Kelly, he kind of avoided that situation, which I feel like was kind of irritating. But biased interviews happen, you know, they're real, and it is what it is. Like, he just goes in on Eminem. He talks about him being a dumbass. He talks about him having his time is over, he's gone, he's trash now, he's done. And I kind of found it very irritating because at one point you were tweeting endlessly about him because he was your idol. So he was your idol then, but now because you're beefing him, something that's, you know, a trademark of the hip-hop industry, he's now suddenly annoying to you, he's trash to you, he's gone, his time's over, it's done. Like, it really isn't that deep. You're just beefing through hip-hop diss tracks. Your idol, like, you know, 5 to 8 years ago is now suddenly trash. He attempts to go in on Eminem's lyrics in terms of how, you know, he says, why is he talking about somebody having a man bun? Well, you know, what kind of lyric is that? But at the end of the day, you started off your track by talking about his beard being weird. So, you know, it's very hypocritical. If you want to talk about how his lyrics are plain, simple, don't make any sense, you know, you said that his beard is weird. That is quoting your lyrics. So therefore, you know, it's just very hypocritical. You know, I just find it very weird that you're very quick to trash somebody like that.
He had to produce and hire his own interview and still couldn't stutter his way. He sounded like a bitch, man. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
If you notice throughout the entire interview, he's drinking a lot of liquor. You don't really see it, but he's just pouring it continuously and he's drinking it away. And I feel like that is definitely having an effect. It doesn't give him that good, you know, stance when it comes to his interview. And I do feel like this interview has given him bad press, given him a bad outlet, given him a bad view to people who may want to be his fans, because everybody is now trashing him all over the comments. Anyway, if you look at that particular upload, to the point where apparently the Breakfast Club are deleting comments, actually just quite embarrassing. But nevertheless, I do feel like Machine Gun Kelly, you know, he came out with a good diss track. I feel like it was good, but more so maybe because of the production and the fact that there was a chorus to it. And you know, diss tracks don't really have that. It's about the lyrics, it's about going in, it's about the flow and the genius kind of rap bending that you're doing to a song. But I do feel like Eminem came out on top. And I do feel like, you know, talking about how his 9-year-old girl thought that Eminem's song was whack. Why is your 9-year-old daughter even listening to a song like that? That in itself is an L. The fact that your 9-year-old daughter is hearing a diss track about your dad.
Came out and was like, eh. You know what I mean?
At 9 years
old.
old.
At 9 years old, you can't even offend a 9-year-old? All right, bro.
Do you?
I don't even understand why your daughter's even been given that opportunity to listen to that, like it suits or caters to anybody her age. Like, it just makes no sense. And then you said that you confide in your daughter. Beloved, you need to go to a therapist. You don't need to go to your daughter to, you know, to confide in her and tell her about stuff. It was just a bit of a weird situation. Then he touches on stuff with G-Eazy and everything like that. And, you know, his beef with her and then his beef with him, and then talking about Halsey and how he messed with her, like she's an innocent victim, unfortunately. But it was like, you know, you claim you don't mention names of people, but you're mentioning them now. So, I don't know, I just felt like this interview may have done him more bad than good. And you know, that in itself can be quite detrimental when somebody's attempting to be on the come up. And nobody was talking about him until this situation. And you know, to refer to him as trash, he's a dumbass, his time is over now. They're saying his time is over now while he's sitting on top of the charts. I just find it, you know, hypocritical and hilarious, and I feel like this interview has done more bad than good. Let me know what you guys think of this entire video, entire interview. Did you guys watch it? Did you guys, you know, are you for MGK? Are you for Eminem? Are you against MGK? What do you think? Who do you think came out on top when it came to these diss tracks? Do let me know and hit me up